I guess it would depend on the person. I wouldn't expect a 6-year-old person to pick up the ISIS papers and read it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a little bit difficult to say because I've had people who are, 17 years, 16 years, 17 years that I read the ISIS papers.
Okay.
So again, who am I to say? But I wouldn't expect a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. But I would hope that the parents of a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old child would read the ISIS papers. Hopefully that would help in their understanding of system of racism, white supremacy, so that they would be determined that they are going to help their child learn to value him or herself, and to the parents understand how the system functions and what the system's goal objectives are. And so they, instead of, I've had parents over the years say to me, do I have to help my child understand racism, or do I have to explain racism to my child? Where, on the other hand, parents who classify themselves as white people don't say, when do I teach racism, white supremacy? Because their children are exposed to it by the way that dialogue is conducted in their home. This is a system, this is a culture. And their children are exposed to it, and the children learn in turn to practice it, just like they learn the English language in a house where they speak English, or French, or Dutch, or German. But black people, because we have been taught to really dislike ourselves, so focusing on ourselves, well, why do I have to focus on black? It's just like some of our organizations that are supposed to be helping black people don't feel good unless they're helping the women and the gays and the Hispanics and then the blacks. Now, all these other groups have groups that take care of the issues that they are primarily concerned about. But somehow we feel to focus simply on ourselves, that there's something wrong with that. And I translate that as because we don't value ourselves highly. So I want to focus on people who are of value. And those are all the other people other than black people. If subconsciously I think they are of value, but I'm not. So I want to always include them in my goal objective. But we're the worst off people on the planet. The black people are at the bottom of the barrel. So it's like, when your house is on fire, do you go running next door to take care of somebody else's house that's not even on fire, and your house is burning down? Our house is burning down. And if every one of us applied all of the energy we have to help lift ourselves from the bottom of the barrel, that almost wouldn't be enough, but we would make it enough. So I'm simply saying it's not that you don't care about anybody else, but charity begins at home. And we have to learn to value ourselves highly enough. We don't see Hispanic people running, well, we've got to save black people too. Or the gay and lesbian, we have to save black people too. No. So somehow we feel we have to save everybody, and we are the worse off. People are, and they look at us, why don't they just try to get themselves from the bottom of the barrel? That would be a tremendous contribution. But again, if I don't value myself, then I always want to bring other people that I think are of value and attach them to me. because I'm thinking subconsciously, I really don't have value. I'm not important by myself. I have to have all these other people, and then I look like I'm something. See, it would be like a black person saying, unless I'm in school with white people, I can't learn. Unless I am in a neighborhood with white people, I don't feel comfortable. I remember when I was working at Howard University Medical School, and I was a professor in the Department of Pediatrics, and I said, this was back in the 70s, I said, it would be wonderful if the Department of Pediatrics at this black medical school could become expert in the health care of black children in this area of the world, and then reach out and also become expert in solving the health problems of people in Central America and South America, black people, and then expert in helping to solve the healthcare problems of the black people in Africa. And one of my black colleagues, who just happened to have been married to a white person, said, oh no, Dr. Welsing, that would be second-class medicine to focus just on black. That would be second-class medicine.
Wow.
Now that's the way we are trained and programmed to think under the system of racism, white supremacy.